Oh, this is an empathic report, and I was given a suggestion to put glasses on to protect me when I do lives and my eyesight, which is being affected. So I believe it, or my theory is my two regular eyes are fading out. My third eye is getting stronger, so I don't need regular vision, but it makes it hard to read lately, see things. So this empath report is my perspective on where things are and what's going on different levels to help clarify and catch people up. One thing is that I've learned recently, knew they were blowing up bunkers, underground bunkers and things like that, and intuitively knew that the shallow earthquakes I disregarded. That's why I only looked at the ones that were over 5.0s. But since now learning that they're setting off nukes underground, and when you see fire associated with it, it might not always be methane release. And a lot of us are aware that there used to be giants, other species on this planet from inner Earth and other places. So you have to take that into consideration, and I've been somehow getting immersed into the dark side, the occult, their fraternities, their rituals, who's who, human side that's working for them, that's providing the human nutrition for these beings, about the cloning labs and where they are, how they're doing it, what are the telltale giveaways as a clone. They don't speak much. Biden most definitely is a clone. I did finally get to catch some parts of Nikki's live 2 days ago, and she was invited to the White House to meet with Fauci and the Surgeon General, and we all know she basically wanted it in a public forum, and they were getting mad that she was disclosing things and wasn't going to be a secret, blah 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 blah. So I did even get to hop on the live with Snoop, Fat Joe, Jermaine Dupri, and Diddy, and was the only one on there doing Free Larry Hoover, calling them out, asking them to focus. But you know, they were in their testosterone ego, which is typical, and the background about royalties rights, who really wrote songs and who could take credit. So I was peeping that whole conversation, because it's multi missions and things going on that all work together to assist freeing humanity from a lot of the different laws that they imposed, but they could basically use when and where they wanted to. If you look into their actual mission statement, and I'm talking about the Satanists, the fraternities, Freemasons, the real deep occults. Even learning that Hillary might have been a moon child, which means that under certain conditions, and they plan it out based on the calendar and when the child will be born under a blood moon, the whole pregnancy, the fetus is subjected to trauma and abuse, so it's born with no soul or love. So this is the type of stuff that we've just heard about. We didn't know. Pictures are now coming out. There are people that just walk around every day that do this, and we're not aware of it. And I've been noticing some people have been getting confused with the two sides of these families. There's the evil side, and then there's our side. And some of the people just post and group everything together, like the pharaohs in Egypt were Anunnaki, or with the elongated skulls, and they want to say that those were the ones that ate humans. But they were huge bowls that were found with carvings around it that showed that the people were actually put in these big huge bowls for the giants to eat or give these sacrifices to this entity. So this has been going on for a long time. So just take that into consideration. All this stuff is not fairy tale fiction. It's real. So I just want to let a lot of the ladies know, Divine Feminine, if you've been feeling like you've been have a spell put on you, a broken mirror spell was cast, and the Sybil, the sisters of the I don't know exactly the whole title, but it's a lot of high priestesses around, scattered across the globe. When this spell was done, it messed us a lot of us up. So if you're starting to feel like illusions and people are portraying certain things, that's what you're feeling and seeing. Or even people are being, I would say, temporarily zapped with an entity, because you can see them change their eyes and things like that. So clones are real. They are out there. That we probably all have them. But based on my intel, most have been destroyed, but some were out and about. So we know about the celebrities. They're taking their, some have their memories suppressed or wiped out, so that they can get the star, get their appreciation, and for some reason they can only like reset them 9 times before they become obsolete. So it's some flaws with it. And it is amazing that this stuff is real. As for the planets, they're doing what they're doing. I seen been looking for crop circles. They stopped because I started uncoding them too good. But to know what the planet positions were, and they produce certain effects on the planet. So keep that in mind. Planets are different than the ships, or I'll say Earth ships. Earth is a ship. Mothership might be one of the white ones, the huge one. They all are motherships, but they just vary in size. Floating cities, or what you would consider Earth or the moon whole surface, whatever this station is. These bodies are like that, and they get cloaked in the clouds. And they have certain effects. But then there's smaller ships in different types, and some people can break those down very good to what species they go to. I have heard many times that there is no federation, or what is it, Turian Council, that they might actually be the enemy too. Orion system. The ones from Orion system you just need to watch. So it's a lot of stuff when it gets into, if you want to really get into the space stuff and UFO, I don't care to. But it's been kind of weird because I've been somehow in a couple people's dreams about commanding a ship. So I thought that was interesting because I don't really know, but it's been told to me so many times, so I believe it. Or maybe that, especially with Brother Wisdom, big up to him, taught us a lot, that we are operating, this is our avatar from some other place. We're really physically some other place, like the Matrix in that particular movie, and we come in here and deal with this simulation, but we physically are someplace else. So sometimes that makes sense to me, especially listening to Farrakhan's explanation that on these ships are us, or people that look like us, black people, melanated people, on these bodies. I was stating, posted a video about the iron oxide, which is covering the whole entire earth. That's why some of the waterways are red, turning into blood. This has happened before, nothing new under the sun. You just have to understand the cycles. This is the 5th or 6th time this has happened, and it always causes earth to change. continent-wise, and sunken cities, and a lot of us know that these sunken cities are going to come up. So that's why I've been watching earthquake, geological, but analyzing it a little bit more in depth to understand which ones are natural, which ones aren't. And then you have to take into account the Anunnaki were allowed to come and do their normal harvesting, which earthquakes, deep ocean earthquakes release gold. And that's how they mine gold for the ship to power it for the next cycle. So I watched the deep ocean earthquakes because that's their mining activities. So that's why I joke when I say part Anunnaki, I found the gold. I don't give a shit about the money. Somebody posted about the definition of crypto. It's just another form of this note, a promissory note. You're not going to have the gold. It's just a method of helping us, a tool to exchange things because we don't know how to barter. I've seen many memes, and not to say it has to do anything with me, because I've been talking about the Scottish Bank. I've been talking about wealth and distributing it to everybody, not for me. So it's not like I'm money hungry or anything, because I don't have any, and I'm homeless and whatever. So never ask for things from people, just struggle in silence. So it's not about the money for me. The deal is that they've held it from all of the people, and they deceived all of the people, and so we become dog eat dog world, dog eat dog world. So when I was talking for years and years and years, like, let's get together, I couldn't get anybody to work together because it either had to do with Pledge of Allegiance, to obey this group or whatever the rules are, or we wanted money, I needed money to fuck with you. So when it was just like I didn't ask for anything, just trying to establish partnerships and exchanges of information or anything, nobody wanted to deal with it. Recently, because of certain word of mouth, or you call it a video or something, was, intriguing. I don't know if it was the planets or the royalty part or whatever part, people have come in now, and I get a lot of friend requests and a lot of followers, and you haven't seen the growth from at least 2019, 18 to 20 to 21. You're coming in late. So it's always been, we need to learn how to treat each other regardless, without needing an exchange. It's got to be a love exchange, brotherly love, sisterly love. And if you don't fuck with the conjure, there's plenty of things that we could be doing to prepare for after, during, and just stuff that we need. We need to start organizing and being a little bit better in uniting with your gift and in your local area, and being able to connect with other people and connect with people in your particular area. If you're a farmer, if you're a healer, all of that stuff, if you are really interested in helping organize, hit me up. Seriously, hit me up if that's your skill, if you're good at social media, if you're good at making videos. There's many things and talents that you can use to help the collective, to help people in America. I've been getting people telling me that they want to come, freedom of travel. I personally can't do anything until I get the authority to from the people, or it gets switched and publicly known that the Queen Elizabeth is the fake and I'm the real one, and then some shit can go down. If not, in that time, what we can do is what we should have always done. We the people, we always had the power. We, not one, but we. And so we do have treaties for freedom of travel. A lot of us need to get on it. But I wouldn't suggest coming or traveling right now with all of these turmoils and finishing out cleaning officials and evil people that still have this agenda. So a lot of us are being held in position where we are, but we know we're not supposed to stay in our current geographical area. A lot of us feel like we're going to be exiting to some other place or taking some place. I'm learning about the 33 continents, the other parts of the land. So it's possible that some of these ships are going to be for humanitarian purposes and take people places to other safe zones, to where your tribe is, or most of us are put in a certain area so that we can get the people. But getting back to the iron oxide, it's magnetic. So the red planet Ra, that's putting this red blanket of blood covering, it will attach to negative molecules or metals in your body. That's why it was supposed to be, you're supposed to be getting vegan, getting rid of these metals, these heavy metals, because it's whatever this magnetic pull that is already on the planet, and I've been showing you that, it's going to pull you to planet hell, the hot one. So that's probably why they want the mask, so you're not inhaling it. Certain people, especially these low entities that do blood adrenochrome motherfuckers, that's why they want the mask, so they're not inhaling this much iron oxide in their bodies, so that it will, when the solar flare or what happens or what have you, when they talk about all these people dropping dead and you're not going to be affected, it's some science behind that, and that's the last thing I wanted to talk about. So whether you can at least do a hashtag free Larry Hoover, you do whatever you need to do to participate in the conjure, you help organize, you spread the word, whatever, do something. Just don't sit around and do memes all day. So a lot of us are telepathically getting stronger and connected, and I've been seeing it for a while. So that's supposed to be coming online, getting stronger as the planet's vibration comes up. A lot of our abilities are going to start to come online. So I just wanted to do a overview and not get into too much detail, diving deep into the darkness or to certain subjects. But it's just really been crazy, and again, I think we're getting closer and closer for things to happen, and just keep going. I love all y'all.